Yo, what's up guys? In today's video I got a bunch of Chicago Bulls news and rumors that just came out. Also, just a quick little heads up, we are about 100 subscribers away from 20,000 subscribers. So let me just say, first off, thank you guys for all the love on the channel and the past few videos. If you guys are not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm trying to hit 20k soon. I also plan to do a big giveaway at 20k, so if you guys want me to do a giveaway, let me know by leaving a like on today's video and some comments and questions below today's video as well. Also, just a heads up, I'm recording this video Friday morning, I'd say, because I do have work all weekend. But nonetheless, like I said, leave a like on today's video and some comments and questions below today's video talking about the games and some topics. But nonetheless, let's just jump right into it, because I'm sure as most of you have seen the news already that came out the other day, Vooch entered, the league's health and safety protocols according to ESPN. Vooch is expected to miss multiple games. I saw he's not expected to travel for the Bulls, like I'd say West Coast road trip. So that definitely sucks, especially because I feel like he just had his best game against the Brooklyn Nets the other day. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see what the Chicago Bulls do with him expected to miss a few games. Thankfully, it's just a few games and he's not like hurt or nothing, because say Vooch did get hurt during the season, I'd have no clue what the Bulls' plans or backup plans would be. Of course, I wish no injury on him, but nonetheless, it wouldn't surprise me if the Bulls did sign someone or trade for someone later in the season. So definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video talking about Vooch recently. Like I just said, he had his best game versus the Brooklyn Nets, and then of course he got COVID, so that definitely hurts this Bulls team. I do believe he's the main piece on our offense. The Bulls pretty much play through him at the top of the key, pick and rolls, pick and pops. I feel like everything is kind of combined with Vooch. But the Chicago Bulls did do something to help out this, in their, I'd say, lack of height and just center depth. The Bulls did recall center Marko from the Windy City Bulls. I know a lot of Bulls fans are really high on Marko. I even was when the Bulls drafted him a year ago. He was a draft and stash player. We haven't really seen him play. I mean, he still hasn't played a professional NBA game. I'd say he played in preseason and in summer league, and I liked what I saw from him. And even though he is skinny, I'd say he did play, I'd say, pretty physical. But there has been a lot of talk about Marko just not being ready for the NBA as of right now. There's been a lot of Bulls writers talk about this. There's been a lot of articles come out. And that's definitely concerning. Billy Donovan also has been talking about this whole topic. And I'm going to be honest, from the tweets that I saw and just the sources that I've heard, the Bulls are more than likely not really going to play Marko unless if they have to. I feel like they just brought him up, say players get into foul trouble. I saw Billy Donovan plans to just play really small ball lineups, which I'm fine with. The NBA is going towards that anyway. But Billy Donovan was talking about Marko, and he said, I wouldn't say he's behind or ahead. He was a draft and stash player in the second round of last year's draft. Billy Donovan did say, I think he's got to learn the NBA game, the physicality, and of course he does have to get stronger. And I agree, he is really skinny, but I did like what I saw from him in summer league and preseason. So I'm going to be honest, I really don't see him playing through these next few games. I just see the Chicago Bulls going small ball with Derrick Jones Jr., Javonte Green playing the 4 and even 5 at times, I saw Billy Donovan say. So definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video talking about Vooch getting COVID and the whole Marko situation. I'm really not sure why the Bulls don't throw him out there just for a few minutes to give him a chance, but who knows, we'll have to wait and see. And a few weeks back, Patrick Williams did get hurt, and there was a lot of Marvin Bagley and even Bagley Cousins trade rumors and trade talk, and just Bulls fans talking and wanting the Bulls to sign or trade for one of them. And since the Vooch getting COVID rumors came out, there's been more talk about the Bulls possibly trading for Marvin Bagley. This article just came out yesterday, and I think it's obvious the Bulls have started this season amazing, starting 8-3 as I'm recording this video. And they really haven't played great basketball, I'd say. They found many ways to win games in which, their flaws are, I'd say, exposed, and that's great to hear, especially with the injuries. I'd say the offensive problems, but thankfully the Bulls defense has been very consistent. And like I said, I made a video talking about how the Bulls could be interested in Marvin Bagley, I'd say about a week ago. So definitely check out that video if you guys missed it. I was breaking down that whole situation. But before I break it down real quick and just give a short little, I'd say, explanation, let me know below to this video if you guys want the Chicago Bulls to trade for Marvin Bagley. Ever since this whole season has started, there's been a lot of rumors surrounding Marvin Bagley. I saw just the other day that they were finally going to play him some, I'd say, garbage time minutes, and he refused and said no. no. So the whole Sacramento Kings and Marvin Bagley situation just keeps getting uglier and uglier. You know, he's available. It wouldn't surprise me if the Kings do trade him. But at the same time, it wouldn't surprise me if the Kings did just keep him as well, because his value just keeps going down and down. Especially with him refusing to play the other night. You know, that's not a great sign to see from him or the Kings head coach or organization. And I like Marvin Bagley. I don't think he's going to, I'd say, fix the Bulls' offense and defense problems. But since being drafted, he's dealt with a lot of injuries as well. He's been very inconsistent. However, at Duke, he was very solid. And I'd say in 42 starts last season, he played pretty solid. He put up about 14 points per game and 7.5 rebounds on 50% shooting from the floor. So that's definitely solid stats. I don't believe he'll fix the Bulls' rebounding problem. I mean, I wouldn't say the Bulls really have a rebounding problem, but it's definitely going to hurt the Bulls in the playoffs if they do not add some size onto this roster, I'd say. So I'd definitely be willing to try and trade for Marvin Bagley just to test it out. I mean, like I said, his value is little to nothing. It wouldn't surprise me if the Kings honestly don't even trade him, because I couldn't even see some NBA teams even maybe giving up a second rounder for him. If I'm the Bulls, I'd give up a second rounder. I mean, he was a top 5 draft pick just a few years ago. You know, coming out of Duke, he was very talented. He put up great numbers in Duke, and in limited minutes when he has played, he's looked solid at times, just the injuries and the inconsistency. Let me know below today's video if you guys want the Bulls to trade for Marvin Bagley. And speaking of the Vooch situation, another article came out about how the Chicago Bulls could sign DeMarcus Cousins to maybe like a 10-day contract. I saw a bunch of Bulls fans on Twitter and Facebook talking about this whole situation, and this article did come out. And Bulls source on Twitter was talking about how the Bulls are without Vooch for a few games. You know, of course, Patrick Williams is hurt. And he kind of just gave a rundown of what the Chicago Bulls could do. They did call up Marko. You know, Billy Donovan does plan to play more small ball. He also suggested sign someone to a 10-day contract. DeMarcus Cousins is out there, and he's probably the best option on the free agency market. And I'm going to be honest, I know a lot of Bulls fans have also wanted the Bulls to sign DeMarcus Cousins and trade for Marvin Bagley. And I'm going to be honest, I'd probably trade for Marvin Bagley before signing DeMarcus Cousins. You know, there's a reason he's not in the NBA as of right now. He's kind of just been flip-flopping on teams for the past few seasons. He's dealt with injuries. He's not the best defender like he used to be. He's a solid offensive player, I'd say. He's definitely worked on his three-point shot. He's dealt with a ton of injuries. He's still only 31 years old, but you know, I think the Bulls are just gonna, I'd say, keep this problem in-house, bring up Marko, maybe play him if they need to, mainly run small ball lineups. But just in my personal opinion, I don't see the Bulls doing this. I wouldn't be mad if we did trade for Bagley or sign Cousins to a 10-day or 20-day or whatever. I just don't see that happening. But nonetheless, definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video talking about all the topics I talked about. Thank you guys for almost 20k subscribers. I can't believe I said that. I really do appreciate all the love from you guys. Thank you guys for always watching my videos, liking them, leaving any comments below all of them. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Have a good one.